Welcome! In this video, we will walk through the steps to update the Insight firmware. To update the firmware on an Insight vision system, the user must be logged in as a user with full permissions. The Update Firmware dialog allows you to load the most current version of Insight software onto an Insight sensor or multiple sensors. Follow these steps to complete the firmware update. Make sure that each vision system has been backed up prior to beginning the firmware update. Verify the following. All vision systems to be updated are offline, no other users are logged onto the vision systems, and confirm no job is loaded. From the System menu, you can select Update Firmware, or you can right-click on your camera in the Insight Network pane and select Firmware Update from the context menu. The Firmware Update dialog displays. Select the Insight Vision System or Systems by checking the Vision Systems checkbox. If you have multiple versions of the Insight Explorer software installed on your PC, you can upgrade or downgrade the firmware to a different version by using the drop-down box in the New Version column. If the Force Update button is checked, Insight Explorer forces the update to the firmware by placing the Vision system offline, disconnecting any other user from the vision system, or ignoring any backup errors. By default, this checkbox is unchecked, and the firmware update is aborted if the vision system is online, logged on by another user, or a backup error occurs. If the Disable Backup and Restore checkbox is checked, the firmware will be updated without backing up and restoring files. By default, this checkbox is unchecked, and the backup and restore operations will be performed. If a backup error occurs, the firmware update is aborted. Click the Next button and click the Update Firmware button. Once the vision system has been updated and rebooted, click the Close button to close the Firmware Update dialog box. Confirm that you can log into your updated vision sensor. To confirm the update was successfully completed, go to Help, About Insight Explorer, and confirm the current version is listed in the firmware version field. If an error occurs during the firmware update process, power cycle the vision system and restart the firmware update. Thank you.